So before we begin today, because I have a few new faces, do we have any injuries I should be aware of? Any areas of your body that give you issues? Do we have any requests this morning? If it's not you, it's Rita. Yeah. Anybody else have any requests? So let's start on our back today. Let's take shavasana. Take the feet as wide as the mat. Then take the arms out away from the body, palms up to the sky. Tuck your shoulder blades and tuck your chin. Just let yourself be heavy here. Sinking into your mat, sinking into the earth. Be heavy through all those points of contact with the ground. And just try to relax. And through the very act of relaxing the body, we begin to relax the mind, quieting it, paying less attention to our thoughts and more attention to our breath. And just start to really deepen and lengthen that breath. So your belly fills as you inhale, your rib cage expands, and your collarbones lift gently. As you exhale, the collarbones begin to settle as the ribs regather, the belly falls back towards the spine. So we move into that 3-part breath. So you're striving to make every inhale full and every exhale complete. Just feeling that sense of heaviness taking over the body. And as you give the body a scan, starting at the top, working your way down to the bottom, noticing how you are feeling today. So we check in first physically, any soreness, any tension, any tightness, any injuries. But then we check in a little deeper. We check in mentally and emotionally and even spiritually. Taking a moment to set an intention for your practice today. So think about what brought you here onto your mat. Think about what you need from your practice today. Saying that intention clearly in your mind one more time. And then just begin to wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. Move your hands and feet around those wrist and ankle joints and let your head begin to turn slowly side to side. Good. Roll your head to center, slide your legs together, stretch your arms over your head, long inhale, lengthening. On the exhale, release the arms down. Walk your feet towards you. Plant your heels right in front of your buttocks. Adjusting your feet so there's about 2 of your own fist distance in between those heels. And then bring your arms as tight to the sides as they'll come, palms pressing down. Turn your big toes slightly in, flatten your low back, and keeping your head straight, inhale, lift your hips up. And then exhale, lower your hips down. And move with your breath. Inhale to lift. Exhaling to lower. Try to keep your thighs parallel to each other, ankles directly underneath the knees the entire time. Press down through the back of the head, press down through the shoulders and the palms. Good, and on your next inhale, lift your hips up into bridge and hold at the top of your bridge. Maybe your hands can walk a little closer to each other. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. If interlacing your fingers is pulling your wrist area off the ground, separate your hands instead. Try not to have your feet touching. They should be hip distance apart. Good. Take another inhale. Rise onto the toes. Send your arms to a T. And as you exhale, roll your upper back, mid back, and low back down. Keep your arms to a T. Inhale, draw your knees to your chest. And as you exhale, lower your legs to the right. Turn your head to the left. Arms straight out to the sides. Relax your feet down to the ground. So let your legs come all the way to the right as you look to the left. So your arms are straight out, palms are pressing down. On an inhale, head and knees rise through center and change sides as you exhale. Legs to the left, head to the right. Try to keep melting that right shoulder down to the ground. Push into both palms. Inhale to come up. Exhale, arms to the sides as the feet root down. Draw those heels back towards the buttocks, preparing to move through these poses now. So press into the feet, big toes slightly in. Arms are like railings right down beside you. Inhale, lift the hips high. Exhale, lower them down. Arms to a T. Inhale, knees to the chest. Exhale, knees to the right, head left. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Inhale, center. Arms to the sides as you lower the feet. Tuck the tail. Inhale into your bridge. Exhale, lower the hips. Inhale, knees to chest, arms to a T. Exhale, legs to the right, head to the left. Inhale, come up and change sides. Inhale through center. Arms to the sides, feet root down. Inhale, lift up into bridge. Exhale to lower. Inhale, knees to the chest, arms to a T. Exhale, knees right, head left. Push into your palms. Inhale, come up. Exhale, legs left, head to the right. Inhale to center. Arms to the sides, feet root down. Inhale, lift your hips, hold your bridge. Push into your big toes, push into your palms. Arms are as tight to the sides as they'll go here. So your arms are parallel to one another right down beside you. Tailbone is tucked. Squeeze your knees in just a little bit so they're over those ankles. Keep your heels on the ground. Inhale your hips higher. Exhale, slowly lower them down. Inhale, knees to the chest, arms to a T. Lower your legs to the right as you look to the left, but hover your legs here off the ground. So flex your feet, hold your feet up. Keep that left shoulder down. Take another deep breath in and lower your feet to the ground. Turn your palms to the sky. Your knees are to the right, to the east. Head is turned to the left. Relax your low back. Knees to the right, head to the left. Relax. Relax. So we've moved into a static pose, allowing that sensation of relaxation to infuse through that whole low back. And now press into both your palms. Reflex your feet. Inhale to come up to center. Exhale, legs to the left, head to the right. Hover your legs here. Don't let them touch yet. So keep flexing your feet. Push into those arms. Push into your shoulders. Good. Take another deep breath in and let your feet relax down here. So keep your legs to the left. All the way towards the bridge, knees to the west. Relax the right shoulder and your entire upper back. So you're in your left side spinal twist. Every inhale is full, every exhale is complete. Good. Press your palms to the floor, the earth, sorry. Flex your feet and inhale. Come through center. Bring your arms along your sides and send the soles of your feet towards the sky. If you need a bit more support through the low back, your arms can come underneath you just a little bit. Try not to bend the elbows though. Point your toes, flex your feet, point your toes, flex your feet, point your toes, flex your feet, hold. So keep the feet flexed, spread your toes, flex your feet, flex your feet, keep them flexed. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, let your legs lower down about halfway. Keep them straight. Push your heels to Detroit. Deep breath in and lower your legs all the way down. Walk your feet towards you. Draw your knees into your chest. Reach for your knees with your hands and just rock from side to side. So you can continue to roll from side to side, or you can roll to center, take a grip on your thighs and roll the length of your spine up and down, making sure to keep your chin tucked in as you roll back if you're doing so. So you're either rocking side to side or back and forth. If you're going side to side, roll to the right, come up to seated. If you're going back and forth, roll it back one more time. Come up through seated and let's come on to the hands and the knees. Make your way into table. Stacking your shoulders over your wrists and your hips over your knees. Grip the earth with your fingers, push it away from you, looking straight down. Inhale, the chin and the tailbone lift, open the throat. Exhale, tuck the tail and the chin as you round out your back. And continue moving into cow pose on the inhale and up into cat stretch on your exhale. Try to go as slow as your breath will allow you to. Really be mindful of using the whole inhale to get to that fullest point of cow and that whole exhale to round up into your cat. Maybe you can even close the eyes. Otherwise, the gaze is very soft at a single point of focus. Spread your fingers as wide as you can. Try not to dump all the weight into your wrist. Try not to turn your wrists inward or outward. Keep them straight. One more inhale, up into cow. One last exhale, rounding into your cat. And then a neutral table position, gazing down to the ground. Inhale, send your right leg back and your left arm forward for a spinal balance. So as your leg leaves the earth, flex your foot, spread your toes. And as that left arm comes up next to the ear, pull the shoulder gently back away from the ear. Try to keep looking straight down. Keep your neck in line with your spine. Good. Take another deep breath in. With your exhale, lower your hand and your knee. Let's bring the left hand in a little bit in line with the knee. Plant your right foot directly behind your left toes. Looking at your left thumb, if you determine that you need a little help with your balance, slide your left foot back like a little kickstand. Bring your right hand to your right hip. Roll the right shoulder back. Reach that right hand for the sky, and if you can, look up to the thumb. Now really rooting down through the sole of that right foot, turn your right palm towards the river and take the arm over the ear. So really glue that right foot down to your mat. Push the earth away from you through that left hand and keep your right arm as straight as possible. Beautiful. As you inhale, float your right arm to the sky, and as you exhale, look down, set your hand and your knee down. Widen your hands back to shoulder distance. Grip with those fingers. Inhale, lift the chin and the tail, push the heart forward, hold here. So making sure your knees are back a little bit, away from those wrists. Thumbs are reaching in, pinky fingers are reaching out. You're in your cow pose here. Take one more inhale, and as you exhale, start to tuck the tail, tuck the chin, send the center of your spine to the sky, and pull your chin right into your chest. Hold your cat. Good. Watch the tendency for those hands to turn in. Keep your wrists parallel with the top of your mat. Come back to a neutral table. Bring your big toes together. Sit your hips back to your heels. Let your chest and your head come down. Let your arms relax down. Arms can be out in front of you, back alongside you. If your head is not touching the ground, let your head rest on your hands. And just breathe. Breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Let your hips sway from side to side. And then sway those hips to center, reach the arms forward, pull yourself up into table. Good, make sure those ankles are right back behind the knees. The more you grip with your fingers, the less you're dumping weight into just those wrists. And on an inhale, send your left leg back and your right arm forward. Pull that right shoulder back away from the right ear. Continue to push the earth away through that left hand. Flex the left foot, spread the toes. Keep lifting that low belly up towards the spine. Good, take another inhale, stretch it out really long. As you exhale, lower the hand and the knee. Bring your right hand in line with your right knee. Make sure your shoulders over your wrists. Keep gripping with those fingers. Plant your left foot directly behind your right foot. So don't rush, don't move too quickly. Set it all up. If you need the kickstand, right foot is sliding back. Left hand to the left hip. So keep this right hand really working and take the left arm to the sky. Roll the left shoulder back and you look at your thumb and then turn your palm forward. Take the arm over the ear. Spiral your chest open to the left. Keep those right fingers working, and on an inhale, that arm comes up, look down, set the hand down and the knee down, widen your hands back to shoulder distance. Inhale, lift the chin and the tailbone, open the throat. Exhale, tuck the tail, tuck the chin, and round out your back. Do a couple more with your breath. Have you ever been shown to work up on your fingerprints to help with wrist pain? So let your hands walk forward a little bit away from your knees. Keep really gripping, almost like Spider-Man hands, and it'll help to strengthen the wrist and forearm. And you might need to take little breaks if you're not used to it, but that'll help over time. You're welcome. Good. When you're done, your next exhale, come back to neutral table. Bring your big toes together. This time, bring your knees together as you take it back to child's pose. Relax your head. Relax your body. Support your head if it's not on the ground. Don't just let it hang. Let your hips move side to side. Bring your hips back to center. Reach the arms forward. Pull yourself up to your hands and your knees. Slide your knees back an inch or two. Tuck your toes. Press back to downward facing dog. So turning your big toes slightly in, just start to walk those heels up and down. Try not to walk your feet too close to your hands. So you want your feet back, away from the hands, so you look like an upside down V. Yvonne, walk your feet back a little bit. Even more. Good. Let your knees bend just a tiny bit and push your chest gently back. Your chest, yeah. Relaxing your head, really press the chest back. Keeping that little bend in the knees will help. Good. Press both heels down towards the ground. Inhale up onto the toes, bend the knees, look forward and let your feet come forward between your hands. Inhale, flatten the back, look forward. Exhale, fold chest to thighs. Inhale again, look out to the horizon, lengthen your spine and hinge from the hips, fold over the legs. Last time, inhale, look forward. Bring a bit of weight into your toes, take a grip on those legs. Pull yourself down. Tuck the chin. Let your head just hang heavy. Keep that little bend in the knees. Use the strength of your arms to pull yourself down.
We've already been warmed up for about 20 minutes at this point, so.
Good, let's release that grip on the legs wherever you were holding. Put a deep bend in your knees as you tuck your chin, and over the next several breaths, start to roll slowly up to standing. Stacking the vertebra, low back to mid back, eventually working into the upper back. The shoulders roll back and down as the chin pulls back towards the throat. Roll the palms open, lift through the crown. Inhale, circle the arms up, look up. Turn your palms out, soft knees, swan dive forward. Look forward as you inhale. Plant your hands, step, walk, or hop back to plank pose as you exhale. Remembering your plank can be here on your toes or down on your knees. So your shoulders should be directly over your wrists. Low belly is lifted. Grip with those fingers. Look forward as you inhale. Start to lower slowly down as you exhale. Curling into your cobra. So hands are beside the chest, kneecaps lift. Pull your heart towards the wrist, your toes back behind you. Push into your hands, inhale a little higher, tuck your toes, take it up and back to downward facing dog. Breathe deeply. If the hamstrings are tight, a bend in the knees is helpful. Trying to push the weight out of the hands back into those strong legs. Lower your heels towards the earth. If they touch, walk your feet back just a little bit. Inhale, lift your right leg up behind you. Keep your head relaxed. Flex your right foot. Spread your toes. Try to keep your neck in line with your spine here. Inhale, lift the right leg higher. Exhale, big step forward with that right foot. Try to bring your foot to your hands rather than sliding your hands back towards your foot. So if you need to pull that foot up, do so. Wiggle your left foot back as far as you can take it. Rise up onto the pads of your fingers as you lift your chest away from your front thigh. So you're on your back toes, you're in a low runner's lunge. Press that left leg now as straight as you can. But try to soften your hips down towards the ground at the same time. Look out in front of you. Pull the right hip back, shift the left hip forward. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, lower your left knee and untuck your left toes. Right hand to the right knee, inhale, left arm reaches up. Wait for the inhale, let your right arm join the left, pull both shoulders down. Take another inhale, really extend up and back, and as you exhale, release those fingerprints. Oh. That was unexpected.
What about the camera?
Yeah, the camera, Chris. It's raining.
Okay.
I guess it depends on how much it's going to rain.
Camera's okay in the rain?
Yeah, it's fine.
Okie doke. It's up to you guys. Good. So let's plant the palms. Take it back to child's pose.
I'm water.
I'm not so much, but okay. If you want to move under the canopy's a little bit protective. Do you want to move here, Nisa? You're okay? Yeah, it's okay under the tree. Good, so let's come up into our down dog again. On the inhale, lift the left leg up slowly. Keep that foot flexed, spread your toes. Relax your head, try not to let it hang. Or pardon me, try not to lift the chin away from the chest. Take another inhale. Exhale, big step forward with your left foot. So bring your foot right up to your hands as best you can. Walk your left foot closer to your left hand. Stay on your back toes. Wiggle your right foot back as far as you can. Now press your right leg as straight as you can and look out in front of you. Bring the heels of your hands in line with the heel of your foot. Press that right leg straight. Keep looking forward. Open the throat, the chest. Take another inhale. Exhale, lower your right knee. Untuck your toes. Left hand to the left knee now. Inhale, let your right arm come up. So try to move your chest back without unbending your left leg. So keep your left knee over your left ankle. Let your hips drop down, and with an inhale, let your left arm join your right arm. Pull your shoulders down. Lift the chin, looking up. Good, take another inhale, reach for the sky. Exhale, let your hands come down. Let's curl the right toes under, step your right foot to join your left foot, and fold here at the top of your mat. So you can hang here and be heavy. Let your arms relax, let your head just dangle, and just breathe. Breathe in through the nose and breathe out through the nose. Give your head a little shake no. Just turning it from side to side. Keep that bend in your knees. Bring your head to center and nod the head yes, up and down. And then relax your head. Relax the arms if you're holding on to them. Let your fingertips come down towards the earth. Take a step back with your left foot and plant it on a 45-degree angle. And now bend deeply into your right knee, and on an inhale, circle your arms up into your warrior, letter A. So your left foot is turned halfway in, and this is what's going to allow that left hip to come forward. Bend that right knee over that right ankle. Turn your hips towards the river, both of them. Right hip back, left hip forward. Can you look up? Can you reach up a little higher? Can you close your eyes if you're not challenged enough? Pull your right hip back, shift your left hip forward. Good, one more inhale, exhale, arms down. Left foot forward and fold. Good, now the left foot's gonna stay there, and we're gonna step the right foot back, plant it on a 45, bend deeply into your left knee. Try to square your hips. So the goal is not how far back the right foot can go. It's about keeping your hips pointing straight ahead. When you're ready, inhale into your warrior one on the left side. Get that left knee right over top of that left ankle, and now draw your left hip back, shift your right hip forward. Good. Press the whole back edge of that right foot down. Bring that left knee over the left ankle. Lifting the chin, opening the throat. Can you close your eyes? Relax the shoulders. They're not earrings. Don't let them float up towards your earlobes. Take one more inhale. Exhale, let the arms come down, step the right foot forward and fold. And breathe. Look forward as you inhale. Take a grip on those legs, pull yourself into an active forward bend. As your elbows bend, draw your shoulders away from your ears. Holding your toes or your ankles or your calves, pulling your chest closer to your thighs. Good, inhale, see something in front of you, release that grip. Walk your feet together so you can plant your palms flat, step back to the top of a push-up. Plank pose. Remember the modification if you need it is down to the knees, lift the low belly. Try to puff up your upper back just a little bit. Send it up towards the sky. Good. Look forward as you inhale. Lower with control as you exhale. Curl into your cobra. Pull the heart forward. Stretch those toes back. Lift your hands, bring your arms back, airplane wings. Palms are down, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Good, hands are floating off the floor, but the palms are facing the earth. One more inhale, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, lower. Put your hands beside your chest. Press slowly to your plank and back to downward dog. Lift your hips as high as you can. Try not to walk the feet too close to your hands here. Keep that nice deep V. If the heels touch flat, walk the feet back a little further. Challenge those hamstrings to open up. Inhale, lift the right leg up. exhale, step the right foot forward, walk your hands around to the left. Turn your right toes in. And then widen your feet to a one legs length stance. Good, rising to the fingerprints, bring a bit of weight into the toes as you look out in front of you, bend the knees a bit, hands to the hips. Strong legs as we inhale, rise to standing. Good, turn your right toes out. Line up your heels with each other. Slide just your left heel back, just the heel. So your big toe is turned in substantially on that left foot, arms to a T, palms down. So make sure your right toes point straight out and lean over that right leg. Right hand down, left hand up. Don't let your triangle blow over. Stay strong through those legs. Look at your thumb if you can. Feel those core muscles working to keep you steady. Take one more inhale. As you exhale, look down to the right big toe. Inhale, come up. Turn the right toes in. Turn the left toes out. So you've got heel to heel alignment, no more than one leg's length between those feet. Right heel slides back, just the heel. So make sure your left toes point straight out. Reach over that left leg and then left hand down, right hand up, straight up to the sky. Roll the right shoulder back. Can you look at that thumb? If it's hurting the neck, look out to the side or down to your left big toe. Control the breath. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, look down to the left foot. Inhale, come up. Turn your left toes in, hands to the hips. So making sure those feet are pigeon-toed. Tail tucked, belly firm. Inhale, lift through the crown. Soft knees begin to fold. Release your hands flat to the earth, shoulder distance apart. If you need to widen the feet to get the palms flat, do so. So John, a little wider with your feet. Keeping your hands at a shoulder distance stance. How far back can you walk your hands now? Can you start to pull yourself through those legs? Keep your elbows hugging in. Try to keep your big toes closer than your inner heels are. Keep your fingers pointing forward. Keep your palms flat. Good. Hug those elbows in. Try to keep your elbows in line with your shoulders. Good. Inhale, walk the fingers forward. Come right up to the pads of the fingers. Look forward, little bend to the knees. Hands to the hips. Inhale, coming all the way up to standing. Good, turn your right toes out. Line up your right heel with your left arch. So heel and arch in line. Right heel, left arch. Good. Bend your right knee over your right ankle. Your hips are still facing the west end. If you can, maybe your left foot walks back a little bit more. If you can sit your hips a little deeper. Bring your arms to a T. And then turn your head and look down your right arm. Try not to lean, though, over your front leg, so reach back through those left fingers. Try to move your right knee towards the baby toe edge of your right foot. Head is turned to the right. Look past the tip of that middle finger. Let everything else just blur around that single point. Relax your shoulders. Arms up, shoulder height. Spread the fingers. One more inhale. Exhale, hands to the heart. Turn the right toes in. Turn the left toes out. Bend your left knee over your left ankle. Make sure you can see your left big toe peeking out just at the inside edge of that left knee. So see if you can get your left shin perpendicular. So knee over ankle. See if you can get knee over ankle. Can you bend a little deeper or shorten your stance a little bit? The right foot in. Arms to a T. Pull the low belly in, look down the left arm now. Relax the shoulders, but engage the muscles of the upper arms. Hug them in a little closer to the bone. Can you sit your hips a little deeper? Reach back with those right fingers, just a little bit. So Maureen, reach back with your right hand more, even a tiny bit more. Good. Take another deep breath in. Exhale, hands to the heart. Turn your left toes in, turn your right toes out. Step your left foot to join your right, closing the pose at the top of your mat. Bring your feet together so your big toes are touching and there's just a little space between your heels. So heels in a little bit more, Maureen. Don't go so wide with the heels. Even a tiny bit more maybe, yeah. Let's inhale, circle the arms up. Exhale, clasp the fingers, turn your palms to face the sky. Pull your shoulders down. So now this gets a little tricky because it's windy, so you're looking forward, not upward. Shoulders down, so look forward. Take the weight into the toes now. Start to lift the heels. Do it slowly, it's windy. Try to keep the weight even across all 10 of those toes. See something. And let that drishti, that focal point, help you in the balance. Take another inhale, and as you exhale, lower your heels. Inhale, press up, look up. Soft knees, swan dive, forward. Good, look forward as you inhale, elongate the spine, plant your palms, and step back to the top of a push-up. Good, shoulders forward, right over the wrists. Bring your shoulders forward. Look forward. On the exhale, lower slowly down. Let your forehead come down, so if you need to back up, you can. Bring your arms beside you. Forehead is down. Clasp your hands at the small of your back. Interlace your fingers. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So interlace your fingers. Palms facing each other. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. So don't cross the wrists though, Yvonne. Just interlace the fingers without crossing the hands. So like this. Good. Squeeze your legs together. Stretch your arms as straight as you can. Press into the feet and now inhale. Send the chin forward. Lift through the back of the head. Now the goal is not to send your knuckles to the sky. Send your knuckles towards Riverside Drive and lift your shoulders up. Use your back muscles to pull your torso away from the ground. So lift up, breathe. Like serpent. Can you lift your legs as well? Breathe. One more inhale, exhale, release. Chest. Slow, push up to your knees, and just as slow, take it back into child's pose. And let your back just gently round out here. Let your head hang and be heavy, and if it's not touching your mat, support it with your hands. Now let your arms come forward in front of you, just coming up onto your forearms. Take your knees as wide as they'll go. Keep your big toes touching and try to push your hips towards your heels. So we're staying on our forearms. This isn't so much about getting the head to come down. Now we're trying to get the knees as wide as they'll go, and we're continually pushing the hips back. So now let your head hang. Take a few deep breaths. Can you take your knees wider, perhaps? How wide can you take those knees? Keep pushing your hips towards your heels. Good. As you inhale, lift your head, and as you exhale, slowly transition up to your palms. Bring your thighs together. If you can sit in vajrasana, sit in vajrasana. If you cannot sit in vajrasana, just sit cross-legged. Shoulders over hips, ears over shoulders. Take a deep breath in, and on your exhale, lower your right ear toward your right shoulder. Inhale, let the head come up, and then left ear toward left shoulder. Good. Inhale, lift the head up. Exhale, lift the chin. Turn your face up towards the sky. Keep the shoulders relaxed and down. Relax your jaw. So if you need to open the mouth, do so. Make sure you're still breathing through your nose. Try not to round your back here. Inhale, lift the head up, stretch through the crown of the head, and as you exhale, let your chin melt toward your chest. Good. Take your hands, interlace your fingers, and rest your hands on the back of your head, letting the weight of your arms carry that head down. So you're still in the same pose, chin to chest. Relax your head, close your eyes, let your arms just hang here. Let your elbows fall and relax down. Keep your hands on the back of your head and inhale, lift the head up. And one more time, let your head fall back, falling back into your hands, opening through the armpits and across the chest. Inhale, the head comes up, and as you exhale, relax the arms down. Roll to one hip, let your legs come around. Bring your knees into your chest. Take a grip on the back of your thighs, squeeze your legs together and lift those feet up. Keep lifting the chest up, squeeze between the blades. Can you extend the arms up as well? If you need them, they can keep holding the backs of the thighs. Good, take another deep breath in as you exhale, plant your feet, 2 of your own fist distance between your heels. Hands are gonna come back behind you about a foot or so, shoulder distance apart. Lift your hips up. Can you relax the head back if it hurts the neck? Bring your chin back to your chest. Good, take another inhale, really lift the hips. Look forward and lower the hips down. Grab the back of the thighs, come up into boat pose again, lifting those legs, maybe lifting the arms. Squeeze those legs together. Good, take another inhale, exhale, plant the feet again, plant those hands. Inhale, take your reverse table, knees over ankles, shoulders over wrists. Good, take another inhale, lift the hips high, look forward, lower the hips down, last one. Inhale into your boat. Keep lifting the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, breathe. Take another inhale, lift the toes a little higher. Exhale, plant the feet, plant the hands. Last reverse table. Inhale, lift those hips up. Grip with your fingers, knees over ankles. Take another inhale, lift, lift, lift. Look forward, lower the hips down. Good, let's extend both legs straight out. Pull the flesh from underneath those sitting bones. Try to pull all 10 toes towards you, hands beside the hips. Squeeze those shoulder blades. Inhale, lift the arms up. Exhale, lean the heart towards the toes. Inhale, come back up. Stretch tall. Exhale, heart to the toes, arms beside the ears. Inhale, come up. Exhale, slowly begin to lower. Let the arms come down. Maybe you can grab the toes, the ankles, the calves, the knees. Pull the low belly in, send the heart forward, and relax your head down. Let your eyes just close. Let your chin melt right toward your chest. Keep pushing the heels away. Keep pulling those toes back. Good. As you inhale, lift the chin. As you exhale, extend the arms. Inhale, come all the way up, palms out. Slowly circle the arms down. Cross your legs with your right leg in front of your left leg. Maybe on top of your left leg. Maybe in the full half lotus. Whatever is comfortable. So right leg is in front. So your right leg in front. Take your right hand, bring it around behind your back, fingers point away, and let it become like a second spine behind you. Inhale, let your left arm reach for the sky, and then reach and stretch across for the outside of the right leg, turning your chest, your head, and finally your eyes as far to the right as they'll go. Close your eyes now, press into that right hand, grow the crown of the head towards the sky. With every exhale, use that left arm to leverage yourself deeper into your twist. Good, take another inhale, grow, grow, grow tall. Exhale, twist to your furthest, and then inhale, look forward, return to center, cross your legs the opposite way. Left arm behind the back, making that second spine. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Reach across for the outside of the left leg now, turning your chest and your head, and finally your eyes as far to the left as they'll go. Chin pulling back towards the throat. Press into that left hand, lengthening the spine as you inhale. Use your right arm to help you twist deeper. Keep breathing. In and out through the nose. Good. Take another inhale. Lift, lift, lift. Exhale, twist to your furthest. And then inhale, look forward. Return to center. So it's time for an inversion, and we have lots of different levels, lots of different people practicing today. Some of you may be working on your headstand. Some of you may be working on your shoulder stand. Some of you may be working in just a forward fold to get the head low. Some of you might be just taking the legs up in the air, maybe legs and arms up in the air. If none of that sounds familiar to you, let me know. I'd be happy to demo anything that you need. But we just want to at least get our legs up in the air. So find what you need, what your body is asking for today, and move into whatever that form of an inversion is. Just trying to get the legs up in the air. Just lying on your back. You can do it just like this if you want. Knees can be bent. Manuela, you guys can go right behind us. It's fine. Just take the shape. We'll only be a few minutes, really, and then you can kind of spread out into it. We're coming towards the end. We started at 9:30, so feel free. Take the shape. Try to breathe as deeply as you can in this inversion. And whatever that inversion is for you today. If you've got legs and arms up, maybe wiggle fingers and toes. Encourage a bit more lymphatic drainage. Make sure you don't turn your head in your shoulder stand. If you're in shoulder stand, make your way into plow. If you're in headstand and you want to work variations, go ahead and work into variations. Can you come up into crow, Maureen?
I did it.
Now can you lift your head? Dropping weight back more into your hands, letting your bum kind of fall back to let your head start to come off the ground. Practice that one. That's a fun one. If you're in plow, try to keep your legs as straight as possible. Press your palms down to the ground. Start to roll slowly out onto your back. If you're coming out of headstand, make sure you're taking a child's pose. If you're coming out of legs up, you can let your knees come into your chest, rock side to side. If you're coming out of child's pose, you can make your way onto your back. We're all going to meet lying on the back, knees to the chest, rocking side to side. Massage your back. Good. Come back to center. Bring your legs together and extend your legs straight out in front of you as we prepare for matsyasana, our fish pose. So bring your arms down beside you, palms to the floor, to the earth. Tuck one arm at a time underneath your body now so that you have thumb next to thumb, and then squeeze your shoulder blades together. Try to hide your elbows under you so the arms are straight. So straighten out the arms, try to get them nice and tight. Walk your hands as far down the back of the legs as you can get them. Good. Inhale, lift the head and the shoulders. Look at your belly. Push your chest right up to the sky and start to relax your head slowly back. Let yourself rest lightly on the top of your head and push your heart towards the sky. Good. Really push into those forearms and elbows. Open that throat, open that chest, spread your toes. Spread your toes, ankles together. Take one more inhale. Exhale completely, and now inhale, lift the head just enough. Lower your back, your head, release your arms. Walk your feet towards you. Draw your knees to your chest. Rock side to side. Good. Roll back to center. Bring your arms to a T. Keep flexing your feet. Spreading your toes, preparing for a twist, so the knees are into the chest here. Palms facing down, take a deep breath in. Start to lower your legs to the right as you turn your head to the left, and then relax your feet down to the ground. You can turn your palms up or leave them turned down, your choice. Make sure your hands are not higher than your shoulders. And take long, deep breaths here. Try to relax deeper with every exhale. Let the body just soften and melt. And you may find after a few deep breaths, the ability is there to draw your knees in a little closer to your chest, maybe a little closer to that right arm, but try not to lift your left shoulder off the ground. You can add the weight of your right hand or arm to the outside of that left knee or thigh if you'd like. You can straighten the left leg or maybe even both legs, making this twist feel good for you. So John, you don't want to straighten the legs unless your legs are going straight out to the side. Otherwise, you'll end up just kind of lying on the back. Good. Relax the low back. Soften the face and the jaw. If you've straightened one or either of your legs, rebend the knees, press your palms back down to the ground now. Wait for the inhale, slowly come through center, changing sides as you exhale. Legs to the left, head to the right. Try not to let your right shoulder lift. Try not to let your right hand be higher than your shoulder. Encourage those shoulders down away from the ears. Let everything soften. Let everything melt. And after these few deep breaths, maybe you can let your knees come a little closer to your chest or your left arm. Maybe you want to add the weight of your left hand to that right knee or right thigh. Maybe you're straightening your right leg, maybe even both legs. Really trying to relax that low back where we carry so much of our tension or tightness. Every exhale, melting deeper and deeper. If you straighten the right leg or both the legs, re-bend your knees, press into your palms. On an inhalation, slowly come up. Reach for the knees with the hands and just rock side to side. Massage your back. Rolling to center, squeeze those legs together and inhale, draw your forehead towards your knees. Wrap your arms even more tightly around your legs. Try to squeeze yourself into this tight little ball, and we're engaging every muscle now. One last time. Deep breath in, squeeze, 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 and relax your head. Set your feet down. Take your heels to the corners of your mat. If you need your blanket, you need an eye pillow over your eyes, whatever you need to be comfortable here for a few minutes of rest. The most important posture of our practice. So take your feet as wide as your mat is and let your feet just relax and flop out to the sides. Turn your palms to the sky as you tuck your shoulder blades underneath you, chin tucking slightly down toward the chest so the neck is long. Just letting your body relax here. Letting go of the controlled breathing. Letting your body become completely still. Completely heavy. Toes, feet, and ankles are relaxed. Calves, knees, and thighs are relaxed. Hips, buttocks, and pelvis are relaxed. Low belly and low back are relaxed. Mid back, upper back, and chest are relaxed. Hands, arms, and shoulders are relaxed. Neck, head, and face are relaxed. The entire body is relaxed. 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 Just beginning to notice all of the sounds coming from around you. The wind and the birds, the voices close by and far away. The sound of the traffic. The sound of the flag on the flagpole. Begin to deepen your breath and see if you can hear the sound of your own breath. And as you breathe in and out slowly, start to gently bring movement back to the body, starting in the furthest parts, fingers and toes, wrists and ankles. Head begins to turn from side to side, waking up the neck. As your head rolls to center, let your legs slide together, point your toes. Reach your arms over your head. Take one last deep breath in. Make your body as long as it possibly can be right now, and then release the arms down to your sides. Draw your knees into your chest and just rock a couple times, side to side. And And when you're ready, roll onto your right side. Take a moment. Eyes remain closed. Press into your left hand and right elbow and slowly make your way up to seated. And try to sit comfortably. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, hands to the heart. And as you lift through the crown of the head, notice how you are feeling at this time. Bringing to mind the intention that you began your practice with, and thanking yourself for this gift of yoga in your day. Sending that silent thank you out to those who joined you and shared their energy with you. Sealing all of that in with an Om. Take a deep breath in. The divine light within me graciously, humbly acknowledges that same divine light within you. Namaste. Folding forward, sealing in your practice. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday. If you have any questions whatsoever, let me know. Thanks, everybody.